everyone, this is Chris Richter of Board Gaming for the Win, coming back to you on January 11, 2018. So thank you for joining me for this unwrapping episode. And this time, I'm going to delve more into baseball. I have 3 packs of Fleer Baseball Premier Edition. So this is 1981 Fleer baseball cards. Now, this does come with 17 trading cards with the original stick of bubblegum in it. So it's, 36 years old? So I'm definitely not going to be eating this. But I got these around Christmas time. And I actually meant to give them to my father. But since I've been collecting baseball cards since, 1983, I figured I'd go ahead and open these up, especially on YouTube here, where I've actually watched a lot of unwrapping videos for baseball cards. And, there were some big names back in the day. I grew up in the 1970s when the Big Red Machine was big. Actually, the Big Red Machine was still around in the early 80s. Actually, that's when the Big Red Machine kind of fell apart, with players going to the Phillies and to the Expos. But they did come back, in 1990 to win the World Series once again. And they haven't been since. I can't wait until the next time they go. So hopefully that will be this year. So let's go ahead and open this up. One of the cards I'm definitely looking for is the rookie Cal Ripken Jr. I'm also looking for any Cincinnati Reds, especially Pete Rose. Love me some Charlie Hustle. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Cards, they're a little bent, but they don't look bad. Actually, the corners are kind of nice. Here's the original piece of gum. Usually, these little pieces of gum, they will leave an oil mark on the card that they're stuck on. Oh, it actually pulled the card off. So, and it's Dale Murphy. I remember watching him play for the Braves. Alright, so we got Craig Reynolds of the Astros, Mark Little of the Cardinals, Chris Spear, who actually used to play for Cincinnati, plays for the Expos at this point. Let's see, Bruce Benedict, don't remember him. Oh, good old Reggie Smith, great Dodgers player. Randy Lurch, the Phillies. Here is Bill Lee of the Spos. Man, I do miss watching the Expos play. I see there's Tom Griffin, the Giants. Richie Hebner. Steve Rinko. He was actually a pretty good pitcher at the time. Dan Ford, the Angels. Mickey Rivers, really good outfielder. Lefty, the Golden Arm, Steve Carlton. Oh, man, that's really good. I loved watching Steve play. I actually remember watching his final game on TV, his retirement one, so that's cool. Set that aside. Tom Foley, the Pirates. Broderick Perkins, the Pods. And Dan Driesen, of Cincinnati Reds. Really good baseball player. That's a keeper right there, too. Alright. Let's open up this second pack here. Now, with the 1981 Fleer cards, I actually really like the borders they put on them. Let's see, there's Dan Norman. And I have a feeling that, no, I'm not even going to take that off there. Okay. Pete Lecoq, the Royals. Francisco Barrios, the Sox. Mitchell Page, the A's. Mark Fidrich, the Tigers. There's Tommy Hutton. Tommy Hutton wasn't a bad player. Jim Morrison, and we're not talking about the singer. Orlando Gonzalez of the A's. Davey Concepcion, Hall of Famer himself. Awesome player. Awesome. Alright, so I got 2 Cincinnati Reds that were on the Big Red Machine. Let's see. There's the checklist. Angels on one and Cubs on the other. Joe Niekro. Oh, you want to talk about a good pitcher. The Astros actually had a really good set of players back in the 80s. Their uniforms, however, were kind of crazy looking, but, you know, look at what the Padres had, too. Simple colors and everything, but it was bright fluorescent. If you take a look at the armbands and the neckline, those were the 70s going into the 80s. Let's see, Frank Pastore of the Cincinnati Reds wasn't a bad player. Put that aside with my Reds. Rodney Craig, Alfredo Griffin, loved watching him play too. Gary Lucas of the Pods, and then Harry Spillman of the Reds. I'm not too familiar with Harry, but my go-to first baseman was always Pete Rose. So he goes in the Reds pile. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Third and final pack. Alright, so it's really strange that it's the third piece of gum that has broken, where only part of it stuck to the card. Oh well, at least those cards aren't really worth much that they're stuck to. Alright, Marty Patman, Kevin Bell, Kiko Garcia. I'm not familiar with him. I have to go back in my 80s and see what I've got and see who I remember. Sal Butera, I remember watching him catch. Willie Aikens, Wayne Nordhagen, the Sox, Dave Revering, the A's. Oh, cool. Hal McRae, he was a really good player. Double threat. Wonder if, you know, all the card publishers have something they do special on theirs. Double threat, must mean he was really good. Well, Hal McRae was a really good player anyway. So, alright. Nino Espinosa of the Phillies. Randy Moffat of the Giants. So, there we go. Joe Sambito of the Stros. Ozzie Smith. Alright. Man, look at that uniform for San Diego. Oof. Alright, so we got another checklist here. We got Blue Jays on one side, and we got San Francisco Giants on the other. Larry Herndon of the Giants. Then we have Jeff Leonard of the Astros, and then Tim Flannery of the Padres. Oh, that's not too bad. Let's see what we got here for the Reds. We got Spillman, Pastore, Concepcion, which is awesome, Driesen, and then, of course, you know, I got the Steve Carlton card and the Hal McRae card. So I'm pretty happy with what I opened up. I mean, I didn't get the rookies that I wanted, but, you know, still, didn't get Pete Rose or Johnny Bench. Kind of just disappointing. But all in all, not bad. I actually got these packs off of the internet, I think, for a couple bucks. So, you know, wasn't all that bad. Okay, well, thank you for joining me once again for this time baseball unwrapping. So next time it might be something different. I might go into a different sport. I might go into trading cards for, you know, Garbage Pail Kids, you know, the novelty ones, or I might do a CCG or a TCG. So we'll just see what happens. So thank you for joining me once again. You can follow me on Twitter at boardgaming_FTW. Of course, you know, follow along on YouTube with my different videos, from unboxing of Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty for Funko, of course my unwrapping, and of course I have game reviews on YouTube and on my website, Board Gaming for the Win. And you can also tag along with me on my Facebook page, which is Board Gaming for the Win, of course. So, thank you for watching this episode. Have a great day, and here's hoping that spring training comes fast and will bring the heat to the north. Have a good one.